Crack in the World. Season 1, Our World. Episode 1, The Protector and the Conduit. Poem 5, Patty Hallett. Doc Orlish was a small storefront Jason had passed before. It was a hole in the wall, just down the street, and very obviously a bookstore. But there was an eeriness that seemed to loom, just beyond its doors. The dark green paint hid something inside. And Jay's mind played on him, head wars. But he pressed on and went inside, and it smelled very musty. The books on the shelves were mostly very old. Dingy, faded, and dusty. He navigated the labyrinth of bookshelves, to the front counter in the back, which sat next to a cage for ancient books, and other valuables to be kept. A little woman about 30 years old, with a brunette braid popped out, almost like a meerkat from his den, and she greeted him with a shout. "Welcome to Doc Orlish. Can I help you today, kind sir? Looking for anything in particular? Or are you not yet sure?" She pushed her glasses up on her nose, and smiled at him professionally. "Yeah, I want to know what you think about our resident albino chick. I saw your blog post on your website, and there, you kind of lay it on thick. Something about some crazy event, thousands of years ago. Well, you're half right. The precipitous event took place around 1100 though. She went about her business, putting more books on shelves. Jason followed as she explained. This world has been through hell, what with the otherworld connection slowly spiraling, completely out of control. See, you lost me again there, sister. You are on quite a roll. She sighed but smiled once again, and held out her hand to him. Pleased to meet you, sir. My name is Patty Hallett. And all I'm telling you isn't a whim. I never said I thought it was. There's something weird about that girl. So you've met her before. What was she like? I hear she's pale as a pearl. She's interesting, to say the least. So what was this event? Basically a legend that simply states, something cosmic is happening at present, and has been happening since the 1100s, where another dimension and ours collided, and now the two are unraveling fast, and you're not listening. She chided. Mostly 'cause I'm looking at that monster, staring at me from outside. Patty's eyes widened as her door flung open, and Jason ran to hide. A werewolf-like creature, about 7 feet tall, barreled in right at Patty. Patty stood her ground with surprising confidence, and said, "That's a good boy, laddie. Come to sister, we'll take care of you." And when it got there, she sidestepped it. It landed inside the ancient book's cage, and she very quickly locked it. The monster thrashed inside the cage, angrily snarling and trouncing about. Patty put her hands on her hips. "Stupid man. Now I'm out." She turned her attention to Jason, who sat staring at the beast. "Come on out, I'll buy you a drink. It's the very least that I can do, after a sight like this. My brother can be quite the pain sometimes. I need a pint or two to relax me bones, and you look like you need to unwind. There's no one coming in this store, while Ted is in his fog. Come on, man, have a drink with me, down at the Handsome Hog." Author's note: we've had some progress, Story Warrior. Analytics are beginning to climb slowly but in a very steady and predictable way. I've also had a few opportunities to tell stories at my church, and I'm beginning to have time to work on motion comics as well. All is looking up. Also, I've moved what used to be a fairly closed community, the Brood of Writers Wonder Brood, to our own Gilded server. We have things there that you'd normally find in a Discord community, but also some incredibly exciting features such as collaborative documents, video uploading and streaming, and more. Check it all out at joshuadavidling.com, and God bless.